Right, let's do the old predictions. You all right, Phil? We're still friends. You wait till you're going to Catalan, aren't you, this weekend?
All being well.
Oh, well.
By the way, just mention I tipped London to win.
You did tip London to win, Gary, although I don't think you tipped much else.
No, I did. I got 4 out of 6.
Hold on, the RSW seems to be getting further in. What's going on here?
Well, because in charge of computer.
I got Catalans spawn.
What did I say?
You said okay, I buy 1.
I backed Catalans yesterday.
And
I backed Wakefield. I'm going to have to review. I think you're cheating. Wakefield,
There's no
Warrington.
prize for this, though. I don't get anything from cheating. It's not like staying in Super League.
Just enhancing your reputation as one of them online people.
Online
Wakefield, Warrington, Gary Schofield.
Yeah, interesting one, isn't it? Warrington, they just seem as though that consistency is their forte at this moment in time. They didn't perform very well against Catalans away from there. Johnson will be a big loss from there. Tupu, he may be missing too. I just feel as though Warrington will have just a little bit too much class. I'm going Warrington by 10.
John Davidson, top of the Super League media tipping competition. What say you?
It's a fluke. No, I think
it's not a fluke after 7 weeks, mate.
It was
Scully did
2
well
predictions was a fluke.
It's not how you start the season.
That's true. That's very, very apt. No, I think Warrington, same as... unfortunately, I agree with Scully. Same as Warrington, just looking too good at the moment. And I think even away from home, they'll win by 12.
It'll be the ref's fault. I've already heard this from the people who sit in front of us at Bellevue. I'm going for a Warrington win just because they're a better team than Wakefield. They're more consistent. Wakefield are not consistent. Ryan Hampshire told me that today, and you'll see that on the YouTube at some point. So I've gone Warrington by
Chris Chester will be happy with that then.
Interesting now that Chris Chester said the result at Hull was one of the best of his career.
What did we say about Wakefield? They lose games when they fancy to win, but they always bounce back the week after.
I think they do need Tom Johnson to win games against the big teams or somebody of his ilk, so I think that will be a big blow.
Tupu will be the bigger miss, I think.
Yeah,
I think short term, Tom, you can get away with 1 or 2, but longer term, not.
So, I think Warrington just have a bigger squad at the moment. They can afford to lose a Ben Westwood to a ban, and Ben Curry will continue his resurgence. So, yeah, I think Warrington by 6.
I'm going to go Wakefield.
You're Wakefield.
I think Wakefield are up for this. Big
You'll
pack.
bet on Warrington, though.
I'm going to say, just
no, I
remember
won't.
that.
No, I won't. Not this week.
Can't be sponsored.
We did all right on the rugby this week, anyway. A bit about a new cardigan, much to the delight of the listeners.
Thanks to Wigan for not scoring late.
Yeah, I'll go for Wakefield by 2.
He wants some bread with his chips, doesn't he?
Castleford, St Helens, legend.
Yeah, the big one, isn't it? This could be the best game of the season so far. And Cass will be ready for this. Yeah, they've not been played to the best, but still managed to get the result. Wins a win. Saints, they just seem to be cruising, don't they? But they know this is a test for themselves. I'm going St Helens. I'm going by Len. St Helens by 7!
Hi, Len.
Yeah, I think Gas bounced back very well yesterday. Peter Metalia was excellent. McShane sort of pulling the strings, and Jake Truman, his game management has really come on. He was just forcing dropouts constantly, but in saying that, St Helens are just a step above. I think it'll be a good game, and I think Cass will give them a good challenge. But Saints by 6.
Despite the fact that Saints goalkeeping is not very good, I've gone for Saints by 2. But I think it'll be a close game. I think we've got a cracking weekend of TV games, haven't we, Saturday, Thursday, Friday?
So go on, Saints by 2.
I just think Saints are remorseless at the moment, even though they clearly weren't at their best against Huddersfield last week. I think the second half...
Huddersfield, though, in fairness, they lost all the players in the second half.
They shut them down.
We didn't even mention that game. I apologise to our listeners.
Well, you're banned from there anyway. So
I didn't mention any of League One. Hunslet are still unbeaten.
Yeah.
On
the predictions now.
I'm going to go Saints by 10 because I still think it hurts them for the semi-final 2 years ago.
The only thing I've got here is Casser on a short turnaround, having played on Sunday.
Anybody back?
Millington will be back, won't he, from
back
suspension.
From suspension.
I said earlier on, I feel like I owe Cass an apology. I think they'll be revved up this week. The short turnaround is the only hesitation that I have in not saying they'll win. In fact, I'm going to go Cass. I think they'll win. I think this is a bigger game for Castleford than it is for Saints. Saints are away from home. Yeah, they'll want to put down a marker. I think Cass might rip in. I think have they been tested, Saints, so far? They've won pretty easily every week. I think Castle rip in. I'm going Cast by. I'll go Cast by 7.
I should say they were tested by Wakefield.
Yeah, they were, but
because people moan. So that's double lens.
7.
Double lens.
Right, Huddersfield Hull KR. Oh, this is. Oh, you're here, Scotty. So if you let us know who the man of the match is about 7:15 before it kicks off.
I'll pass your best wishes on anyway, because I'll get the same daggers as what you get. Don't worry about that. But Huddersfield, they're in a bit of a hole out at this moment in time. But Hull KR, they blew that game against Catalans, didn't they? But is it going to be an exciting game?
Not if you're there.
Time. I guess time will tell, won't it? But
this has got Scoey singing in commentary written all over it.
I saw a little bit enough for 40 minutes for Huddersfield from there. But look, they do surprise a little bit away from home, don't they? So I just feel as though the pack of forwards they've got in Rovers, I'm going Hull KR by 4.
Yeah, it's a really 50-50 game this, because I think Huddersfield are improving slightly, but Hull KR have sort of thrown away the Salford and the Catalans games. But even though they're a yo-yo team, I think Hull KR just by 2. I think they need to win this one.
Richard?
I am going for Hull KR as well. I've gone for the same score as Scoey. I think this will be a tight game, but I just have more faith in Hull KR, and I'm going for them by 4 points.
Both busted, aren't they? Loads of injuries. Difficult to know where to even pick a form line for either team at the moment. I think that was quite a dispiriting defeat for Hull KR yesterday. They're the team on the slightly shorter turnaround. I genuinely don't know. I'm going to go for a draw. Golden point, still a draw.
All right, okay. I'm going against you all here. I'm going for Huddersfield. I think Hull KR losing at home. They've played quite a lot of games at home as well, by the way, in the opening part of the season. And they've lost, like you said, to Salford a game they probably could have, should have won, or could have won. By all accounts, they should have won yesterday.
Yeah, should have.
Much to my delight, they didn't. Nothing personal. I think Hull KR, Huddersfield have got a lot of injuries. I just think I'm going to go Huddersfield by 6.
Your band's off.
Nah, don't worry about it. I was there the other day anyway. No one shot me anyway. That's the good thing. Not yet anyway. Catalan against Leeds. Gary Schofield.
Simple to sum up. Leeds are rubbish. Catalans by 20.
We need a little bit longer for Twitter.
That's what you want from a pundit, really.
Yeah. Well, he's speaking what he thinks. Leeds are rubbish. Catalan by 20. Yeah? Is that it?
That's it.
Catalan weren't great yesterday. Lost a couple of players though, didn't they? But no, that's it. John, move on. He's fresh from his London success.
I think Catalans haven't been very consistent either, but at home, Leeds are struggling. I think Catalans by 12.
Sorry. Why ain't he going before you?
I don't know.
Because he jumped in.
He's just always
been on. First one he jumped in.
Yeah. Leeds, Huddersfield. Catalans by 18. They'll bounce back after that shocking performance against Thing. What's his name signed for them?
Oh yeah, Cassiano. He might
He's
play
arrived.
next week.
Yeah, he could play this weekend.
The fella.
Short turnaround for Catalan. Not sure that's going to make too much difference. Catalan by 6.
That's the second time he said Leeds are going to lose.
Yeah.
They must be in crisis now.
Right
I think Catalan will win, but I don't think they're at their best. I don't think it'll be by many. And like you said earlier, this is a game Leeds could go and win and just turn it all around. And I think being away might help them, because I don't think Edinburgh was a great atmosphere the other night in terms of the pressure they were under. I'm going Catalan by 7. Guijo will drop a goal for definite.
Another 7.
7! Yeah. We need to get shift on now. People are falling asleep at home. London Hull, Scoey.
Well, this will be a game they've targeted.
Your London Broncos.
This is a game they would have targeted, and as I say, Hull weren't too impressive against Wakefield. Don't stick that up. Richie, don't stick that up. Don't stick that
London
up.
legend. Come on,
we're talking about Rugby League players here, aren't we?
Still their highest point scorer in the season.
Yeah, so this would have been one of the games they have targeted with London. I don't think they've got too many injuries against Leeds on Friday nights.
Cunningham was injured, but
the black and whites are going to be ranting and raving here with me, aren't they? But on that ground, the confidence what they've got, I'm going to London. I'm going to London by 8.
Yeah, I think Hull, they got their bottom smacked a little bit against Wakey, and they'll bounce back. London sort of struggle to put back-to-back wins together. So Hull by 10.
London by 2. I think it'll be close. Something about them. Well, let's go with Ellis players or something.
All right.
Interesting Hull at the moment because again, started the season in poor form, put 3 wins together and thought they cured everything. I think Lee Radford was upset with what they doled up against Wakefield this week, so they do need to hit back. I'm going Hull by 4, but I think that London will win the following week.
Okay. I think it'd be really high score. We've got something like 40-32, I think, this one.
2.
London. I think London will win by
8 if it's going to be 40-32.
Yeah, it's going to be 40-32.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. You're the man in form, Scott. I've got to start copying you. And finally, is that it? Have we done?
Salford,
Wigan.
Salford versus Wigan in crisis.
Salford versus Wigan in crisis. Come on, Salford.
Salford are in cracking form. Quite simple again. Wigan, they're rubbish. Salford by 20.
20? Wow. Oh.
The default position of any team that is rubbish is they lose by 20.
I think it'll be a lot tighter than that, but I'm still tipping Salford by 4. I'm quite impressed with them yesterday. If they just get a few of the errors out, they'll get the win.
I've agreed with John and gone with Salford by 4.
This is a really big game for Salford because they're in the top 5. They're playing really good rugby. They had a magnificent win away at Catalans, but the one thing they haven't done yet is beaten a big team at home.
They got stuffed by Leeds as well.
Yeah, Leeds.
How bad does that form line look now?
And they got beaten by St Helens as well. So if Ian Watson is right, and they really need to prove themselves, they need to take the scalp of a Wigan. So I'm going Salford by 4.
You've gone for all the home teams so far.
I feel like I need to disagree with because I've disagreed with on all the others, but I'm going to go. I think it's a game Salford need to win. If they're the real deal, and we think they are, and they ran Castleford last week. I just don't see where Wigan are going to win a game. They're defensively very good. That'll keep them in it. It's going to be tight. Salford by 2.
Salford by 2.
Yeah. Right, that's it. We've done. Sorry to keep you over time, lads. Don't worry, we don't get paid overtime, so don't worry.